Forget it. We gotta order some grub. Nobody is eating that.
Who says? It's only scorched.
The chicken looks like it was hit by terrorism.
The way you let it burn.
It's incredible, isn't it?
I mean, I am not even touching it. What if it moves?
The attack of the vengeful poultry.
Some psychotic chicken spear ready to get the hellhounds out. Come pay us our respects.
Logic is flawed, honey. We didn't kill the chicken.
No, but we are the ones the chicken was killed for.
The chicken can't hate us for this shit. We didn't decide until today. They decided before us.
See, but that's how these companies are smarter than us. They keep doing this longer without retribution.
Come on, Carlos. Tell me how you kill the chicken, but I deal with the retribution.
Easy. You ate it. The responsibility falls on you. I just facilitated it. Plus, you ended any dignity poor Myrna had.
Myrna?
Bitch I grew up next door to, only name I could think of that fits that tramp, and not even she deserves what you did to that chicken. Shall we?
There's a spot, Chicken Shack, close by.
Well, Myrna, I do not want any chicken.
People would die to eat at least Myrna.
People would die from eating Myrna. And what are you, my mother? Are you gonna start talking about the ever-present kids from Africa that starve?
That's fucked up.
Oh, sorry. How about the kids from South America that starve? Don't mean to offend your blackness.
Don't get sassy and racist.
You can't be either these days.
You can always be sassy. It has never been okay to be racist.
Yes, but the determination of what's racist has changed through the years.
That, or, you know, the tolerance for it.
I honestly think we're too deep in the politically correct hole. I was never that bothered by some of the stupid stuff they said about my peeps back on the island.
That's because you're Puerto Rican. Basically, loud white Americans.
That is not true. You better step back with that nonsense.
Carlos, you are a citizen. Maybe people think they can deport you, but you have the best comeback ever.
Yeah, I told them to go fuck themselves.
And you can.
True.
What about the gay part? You deal with that shit all the time.
Well, racism and homophobia are two different things.
Come from the same place.
True, but I only have a comeback for one. The other, I only have my money to protect me from the insults. The green paper does make it roll off you pretty easily.
I should have gone to college for an actual degree.
What did you graduate with? Basket weaving or some shit like that?
Art in tapestry, asshole.
Freaking NYU letting you make your own major.
Taking advantage of us intelligent young folks with different interests. I do not regret it.
I can tell by your apartment.
You've gotten mean.
You have no idea. What are we eating?
You choose.
I don't like choosing.
You are the guest. You choose.
You are the host. Feed me.
I lost my appetite after I saw Myrna's corpse.
Amateur.
Let's hit this shit over here. I'll get hungry.
You can.
What?
I'm hungry already.
And you still don't want to hit this?
I have a confession.
What?
I quit.
What?
Did not stutter.
Why?
Because I'm too old for that mess.
What are you trying to say?
I'm not saying anything.
You are throwing shade.
No shade here.
Please, that shade could save me from a supernova.
I'm just saying I don't have time to be tired and lazy now that I'm past 30.
Yeah, then proceeded to talk shit.
Love you. Getting a glass of wine.
Walking away.
No, just ignoring your female anger.
Female?
Yes, you're a woman. That's what I meant. So don't take the next step onto your soapbox.
I should, just to bother you.
Annie, why does it bother you so much more than before? When we went in college, we used to say my nigga to each other.
We were young.
We were in our 20s.
We made mistakes.
With each other, no harm done.
Enabling it is as bad.
Yes, but feeling bad about things we didn't do or create makes no sense to me.
I don't know. Let's ask Myrna.
Oh, Myrna.
Rude?
Please, like I need to tell you.
You took Myrna's moment away from us.
Oh, we were having a moment, weren't we?
Yes, and it's been a while since one of those. Why did you have to move?
Because despite my beautiful life here in the glorious city and my expensive degree, I found myself the luckiest of all.
A sugar daddy.
Correction, a hung sugar daddy.
Oh.
best thing that degree ever got me was an alumni party I went to and met this man.
Sending dick pics after 40, though.
Half of might seem like a trashy teenager, I know. What about your homecoming?
Homecoming? What are you talking about?
The penis. What's his name?
Arnold, and we are no longer together, so thanks for asking.
Please, never met him, so might as well ask.
Yeah, well, it's too late.
How do you turn an old dyke like you?
Don't call me that.
You got sensitive.
And he understood, which no one else seems to do.
Oh, he caressed your feelings with his words.
With his words, yes. And everything else he did with everything else.
Oh, and hallelujah, you realized what you'd been missing.
You know, it was never about the sex. I just
feel attracted to whoever and go get it. Lucky.
It's not like I can help who I'm attracted to.
Well, I can tell by the fact that they're usually not really attractive.
You are with a bald and not that attractive man yourself, honey.
I have my reasons. What are yours?
He was bigger than Ralph's.
My Ralph?
Ugh, my mom.
Gloria.
Not answering.
You should.
She's been blowing up my phone all day. Prefer not to answer.
What if it matters?
Shouldn't you worry about answering your phone?
I'll text back after. Who just calls anyway?
Besides my mother.
Yeah, try dealing with my Puerto Rican one. Anyway, I should tell you before.
Another dick pic?
More like a text from a dick. Gary just got off the train.
What train? You invited Gary?
Wasn't intentional.
You know I don't fucking like Gary.
I was drunk.
He is the worst.
I saw him on the way to the hotel.
Gary sucks.
He told me you hadn't talked to him in years.
I don't fucking like him.
And I said that was nonsense. Weren't you guys like best friends?
You were wrong. And yes, like a long time ago.
Listen, what's done is done. I'd say I'm sorry, but I wouldn't want to lie to you. So let's figure out what to do with poor Mirna and choose what we're eating.
I don't want his worm ass in here.
Oh, come on, Annie.
You know what he does.
It's money.
How do you know? How do you know he's not actually voting for him?
Can we not talk about the election?
It's in 2 days, and my dear old best friend might be voting for him that is running on a platform of hate.
He is just a political candidate, Annie.
He that mocks people and wants to take away my rights as a woman, as a Black person.
Bill don't really want to talk about it.
A man whose whole campaign is based on racism, bigotry, sexism.
All the isms. Got it. You want to vote for her and her unlikable ass.
Qualified ass.
Who cares? Haven't you heard?
What?
No politics at the dinner table.
We haven't chosen dinner yet.
And there's no table. Can we talk about this after Tuesday?
I'm annoyed with you right now.
Annie, is this really worth losing a friend?
A friend doesn't write clickbait articles, basically propaganda, for a man who wants to take our lives back 50 years, taking our shit away.
Well, isn't that why people are voting for the man? Because they fear people have been taking shit away all this time. Jobs, housing, and whatnot.
I mean rights.
Isn't property your rights too?
Property doesn't bleed.
Nor does poetry. Calm down, my Angelou.
I want whiskey, and we don't have none.
You sure you're still not a lesbian?
Don't be ridiculous. You are avoiding the conversation.
What conversation?
The one you just changed.
That wasn't a conversation. That was you looking for opportunities to get on your high horse.
Is dignity a high horse?
Does Gloria ask you these many questions when you ignore her calls?
She barely talks to begin with.
What are you talking about? She talks my ear off every time I see her.
I mean, on the phone.
I don't think it's the phone.
I try to let her speak.
Do you? Because every time we're on a call, all I hear is about your day and what new social justice you are following.
That is not true. And I only follow one social justice.
All of them.
All of them are the same. Justice for humanity. That's my cause.
Boring. Might as well ask me to sleep with a woman. You can't expect change when you're asking for all the changes at the same time.
What's the point of bringing up the comment about my mom? To criticize my life and what I do?
Your life? There is so much more to your life.
Not as important.
Explains a lot.
Don't push it, Carlos.
Anyway, I said the comment about your mom because I don't think you actually listened to her.
To my mom.
Are you even interested in listening to her?
I always ask her how her day was, what's new, you know, the usual suspect of questions.
And how interested are you about hearing them?
I mean, she lives in a small ass town in the middle of Cali. What could possibly be exciting there?
Nothing to you, maybe. God knows nobody misses the small town friendly judgment, but that's her world. You probably devalue it each time she talks about something.
How?
I hear you talk about the people in your town, about their loser lives and lack of ambition. How can you want just a house and a family, you say? How can a wedding day be the peak of somebody's life, you ask?
Legit questions. These are people who think high school was the best time of their lives and listen to that Green Day song with a nostalgic smile.
You diminish their lives on the way to trying to make yours better, and you wonder why she doesn't talk.
That's unfair.
How? And because you want to be right doesn't count.
Because I come from that small place.
And you left, and we're all happy about that. But that high horse we talked about before, that's the one you ran into the sunset on, leaving behind a trail of shit so people knew what you thought. You don't listen to them because you don't think they're worth listening to, only you and your culture friends. How do you think your mom feels with that attitude?
Shouldn't she be more interested in what I have to say?
There it is.
It doesn't mean that I'm better or think myself better. Don't be ridiculous.
So what does it mean?
That I do more than go to Walmart and Applebee's to get my social fix.
No. You go to bars in Astoria nobody knows, and sometimes go to Union Square for your social fix. You know how many people go to their Walmart?
On a daily basis.
A lot less than visit Union Square. So why are you the special one?
You know what I meant.
I do, but it's your logic that is flawed, Bo. They have a more unique experience than you. An American experience.
Funny, since you think ours would be too.
Well, New York City ain't America, it's New York City.
Exactly. So why are we arguing about which one is more interesting?
Because I'm sure your mom is also tired of your repeated stories of successes and failures and struggling to pay rent, but she still listens, right?
We should think about ordering some food.
I'm right.
What?
You're changing the subject because I'm right.
I'm hungry AF. That's why.
No. Admit it.
Carlos, what you said makes sense. That's it. I have to think about it.
In the 10 years that I've known you, this is a first.
Yeah, well, we all change when we turn 30, don't we?
Don't say that number.
Reminder of your floundering youth?
I already have an old man to take care of me. What do I need youth for? I just don't like the number 3, and I get to be stuck with it for a decade.
I forgot about that, and I never understood it.
Because you never listened.
Is that the theme of the evening?
It's been the theme. You just spout and decide everybody needs to take your side.
Yeah, well, just like with my mom, I have more interesting things to say.
Oh, and just like your mom, I only listen because I love you.
Then tell me, my little gay, why do you hate the number 3?
Because it's the first time we realize chaos exists. It's the first time we're at odds.
1 is the first odd number.
Is it? You see, 1 has a significance. It's what people with ambition aspire to be. The number has all these fragile emotions connected to it. It validates people's lives. 2 is the first even number. Also the dream of many a person is to be part of a couple. That means 2 has a powerful meaning. 2 halves, 2 soulmates, blah, blah, blah. Well, then comes 3. And it's the first time in numbers that we are confronted by a number that throws everything off. It's the first odd number. Every time a third gets involved, a fourth needs to come to stabilize. Chaos is the number 3, and the number 3 will be my enemy.
So the 30s are just a big mess.
Sort of. Most people just become the person they never were in this particular decade of their lives.
Or the person they always were.
Well, then why does it only come out when your body starts to hurt and everything starts to make you feel old?
Get time to reflect.
On your own mortality? On your last breath of youth? On your long life before it? You reflect on the drunken nights and one-night stands of your 20s. You reflect on the dreams you had in your teens, and by the time you reach your 3s, you're put for the first time at odds by your body and soul. You've reached the age where you have to decide whether you're a settler or a pursuer, because when the next decade comes to settle everything for you, chances are that's how the rest of your life is gonna look. We're raised to reach our 30s free and to give up our life by the time we reach 40. The rest is just mornings and nights in a crazy loop of routines and passive hobbies. That's why I hate 3s.
That's depressing.
Yeah, well.
We can change that.
Better people than us have tried.
I bet none of them come from my small town.
See, but people from your small town are mostly happy with that. What's wrong with happiness?
Fake happiness?
Is it fake?
Yes, it is fake happiness. These people have never looked beyond what they determine their lives should be.
Some people are just happy treading the path, Annie, that everybody wants to go to the road less traveled.
See, I don't get that.
And that's fine. Just deal with it.
Go get your friend.
Our friend?
That pig is your guest.
Fine, just be nice.
I won't like it, but...
Just be nice. Oh, don't do that.
Why?
Because he's our friend. When was the last time you saw him?
Like, before you moved, like 3 years ago.
Then why such contempt?
Do you not follow his Facebook? Actually, his Facebook is just idiot jokes. He doesn't even post the damn articles he writes.
Is that really what we're basing our opinions on? I told you.
Life he likes to portray at the very least.
It's fucking Facebook, Annie. You know this shit out of me through it. I don't judge you in real life.
I know you just the same.
Oh, never. I have one more night before going back to my married life in Florida. Please, can we have an adorable little reunion and just order some damn food?
Hey, oh, what is up, my favorite bitches? Long time no see.
I saw you yesterday.
I saw a version of you yesterday, a very loving one, I might add. Talking about strangers. Yo, what's up, Annie? Oh, man. She still loves me this one, huh?
Feminists only have so much love to give, and I have most of hers.
Got shit to do with me being feminist.
True, she's just not that nice.
Does it have to do with me getting a little fat? I admit the visual is not as appealing.
You look pregnant.
Years of beers will do that to you.
Ugh, who drinks beer that respects themselves?
If those that do not have a sugar daddy paying for their liquor.
You both mentioned this like I should be ashamed.
Just jealous of your ability to take it so deep and shit money.
Oh, yeah, he does have that Midas cock, Poppy, and I am not hating the gold he makes. Oh.
Boy talk knows no bounds.
That's sexist.
Yeah, we call it locker room talk now, okay?
Yeah, and the only requirement is something Gary and I have, not only something you and Gary like.
Of course, you had to go and mention that.
Oh, by the way, how's Lenny? Is she around?
She's dead.
Seriously.
To me, at least. We broke up a long time ago.
Isn't she a pearl?
I'm sensing a bit of tension here. So is it okay to say that Annie still has not learned how to cook?
Shit, dinner.
There was no dinner.
Because you can't decide.
Me?
Oh, my bad. I thought you were cooking. Now the joke sucks.
It doesn't. See Myrna.
Myrna?
The chicken I burned.
Her corpse is still in the oven, mocking us, reminding us of our sins.
Throw it out.
Not leave it there as a reminder of our culinary skills.
Oh, wow, that is Joan of Arc bad.
Reaching there.
Yeah, you are reaching. Maybe the witches from Salem.
Now Myrna serve God.
But what if she did?
Then we're all fucked. You want to order something with us?
Nah, I just ate some tacos.
Healthy.
Oh, why do you think this belly just makes itself? 70% beer, 30% just munchies.
You seem to be holding on to your lost 20s for dear life, huh?
I'm maturing, just in baby steps. By the way, I did not come empty-handed, as you can see by the bag.
Oh, what's in it?
Her favorite.
My favorite? What are you talking about? I don't like Jameson anymore.
It's not Jameson. Last time we hung out, you drank that Glenfiddich shit.
It was like 3 years ago.
I always remember what my dear Annie likes.
How can you afford that?
I've been making some money here and there.
Must be a paid bum.
Well, when you consider I wasn't getting paid at all, sure, you can call it that.
I see the life of a writer still as amazing as ever.
Yeah, there's just so many different paths to that success.
Selling pieces of your soul must help.
No, writing for blogs doesn't pay that much. My soul costs a little bit more than that.
She's on her period.
Fuck you, Carlos. No, I'm not.
Well, you're acting like it.
Just because I'm upset doesn't mean I'm on my fucking period. It means I'm upset. It means something bothered me. You know, women can be angry too without half our blood coming out of our vaginas.
Jesus, I was just kidding.
Yeah, well, some of these jokes are truly awful, so forgive me if I don't laugh for your broken ego.
Yeah, I agree. That feminist joke is played out, Carlos. You were better than that.
Apparently, me and my broken ego are the worst.
And dramatic, too, but we're talking good qualities. You are funnier than those jokes.
Now you're a crusader?
Hey, I'm not in this fight at all.
Nobody's fighting.
Sure, just jesting.
I'm actually heading to the bodega downstairs. Gonna grab some beer, let the emotions in the room run cold, you know?
Why didn't you get the beer before you came in?
'Cause I just didn't know how to deal with being one more second away from you. Need anything?
I'm good.
Me too.
Cool. Well, I'm going to keep destroying my body. When I get back, let's, party and chill like she still likes Jameson and you are not a prick with a rich man up your sewer.
You know, I do love him.
But never like you loved me. Deuces.
Things are going so well, don't you think?
Fuck you both.
Annie, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay, Annie?
But fuck you the most.
Remember how we were all friends and helped each other a lot during those formative and important years, right?
Lay off with jokes at my expense.
Remember how bitchy and beautiful we were?
Were being the operative word.
Aw, you're so pretty though. Not beautiful, but pretty and bitchy still.
Not cool, Carlos.
Fine, I admit. I went a little hard.
This is already uncomfortable.
You're making it that way.
Am I? Because it seems like having a dick presence makes you abhor the vaginas around. It's nonstop.
I already admitted it.
It's always been this way. And you always think that admitting it just makes it go away.
Wait, this is about me?
This is about both of you.
Annie, when we were in college, we all made fun of each other. No one ever got mad.
Because we didn't think it was okay to be mad. I mean, you know that.
I learned very early how to ignore the maricon calls and how I was more fabulous.
But what about when they would call you Mexican? Huh?
Whatever, it's not an insult.
Are you Mexican? Because if you are not, then it is an insult. And I've seen you offended. I've seen you call people out on it. Like that time at the Starbucks when that guy called you Mexican and you called him French, remember? And he said, "Do I look French?" And you said,
No, you just look like shit.
Yeah, you were insulted.
I just like comebacks. That's all.
You didn't like it. But you made it known from time to time, which is more than most ever did. But inside, you were always bothered, like it was gnawing at you. And yet, when we did it, when your students did, when they would ask you to say a word because it sounded funny in your accent, are you their monkey?
Nobody's monkey.
And yet, you said the words for some cheap laughs. 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 Because the poor boy couldn't speak proper English. Fuck that he knew 2 languages. Nah, you were nothing.
Then I became something.
By burying your shame in a graveyard with the rest of ours?
And I turned out fine.
You are strong.
Exactly. So I make it easier?
Because nobody should be anybody's monkey, not even their friends.
You remember that time we went off the wagon?
I haven't heard of that name in years.
Remember?
Which time? We were always there.
The cute British boys.
Phil and Andy.
Yes, Phil and Andy. Remember I had the biggest crush on Andy?
I mean, Phil was awful to look at.
Well, not everything is looks, Miss High and Mighty.
When it comes to bar hookups, yes it is.
Anyway, I flamed up for them because he said he liked them femi.
Oh, I remember Miss Sasson.
Oh my God. Don't call that bitch. She's died between the streets of McDougal and Deprivation.
There's a memorial there.
Yeah, it's a pothole to remember my services and what they did to me. I went home with him that night. And I was fine being the super gay stereotype. He was sort of straight and was down as long as the guy wasn't manly. But once done with that chunk of butt, I went to get ready to leave. And he said, "Thank you," to me. And I asked, "For what?" And he said, "I always wanted to know what a brown person tasted like." At first I was okay with it. The way he said it, it made me feel exotic. And days later, I was sitting with some friends and I hear one of my straight ones say, "Oh yeah, I had a black one once, savage." And the other one said, "You should try some of them Chinese bitches," meaning Asian girls, of course, not just Chinese. And I sat there, listening to their fill, thinking to myself, this is gross as shit. It was then that it dawned on me. I was just that little brown boy that filled his Mexican quota. I was nothing more than the color of my skin. An anecdote for a person to finish their sexual map. And suddenly the realization made me cry because I realized I had had that black guy. I had that Asian guy, but they are never just guys unless they're white. Feels like you're only human when your pigmentation is the right color. Besides that, we're just novelty acts trying to do our shit. At least now I am in a position where no matter what happens, I'll be fine. It's not about race or anything like that. It's about money. And we have that. So look at me now, world. Nobody's monkey but my husband's.
But isn't that the same?
What do you want to eat?
All that talk about Mexican and the fact that he mentions tacos makes me want some Mexican food. You down?
Last time I had Mexican, it didn't go well, so I'm going to go with no on that.
The worst.
It's called standards. You should learn them sometime.
So no Mexican?
No, unless you like the smell of mold and want to change it to gas.
Then I'm all out of options. Don't know.
Really?
Usually I roll a nice blunt and then get to that phase. Gets me in the mood.
Well, then go ahead. Don't let me stop you.
Yeah, no, I don't want to waste a blunt on him.
He was the one that got you high for the first time.
Yeah, and now it's ruining my life. I smoke like 4 to 6 blunts a day.
Just blunts?
Yeah.
Holy shit, Annie.
No, I just get so much anxiety.
And now we are ready.
And you were talking about standards.
Yeah, I wasn't including him on the conversation.
All right, you pretentious fucks. This is called the champagne of beers for a reason.
Yeah, because champagne tastes like shit.
What?
Only gay guy I know that doesn't like champagne.
Well, then you need to know more gays.
Do I really?
No, Gary might be the only straight person you know.
That's awful.
Oh, she knows.
I can tell.
You can feel it.
Hasn't she made it obvious?
She does not know subtlety. Lighten up, sweetie.
What are you going to ask me next? To smile?
Would be nice.
So, what did you guys decide to order?
We haven't.
I don't know what to eat.
She says she needs to smoke.
What's stopping you?
I don't really want to smoke.
Lies.
I'm trying to quit. Been smoking too much.
What's that?
What?
Too much.
She smokes like 4 blunts a day.
Oh, shit!
Trying to slow it down.
That's heavy smoking. How do you feel?
Lungs like shit and lethargic, but it keeps the anxiety away.
Yeah, I loved it for a long time.
Loved it?
I quit some time ago. I mean, quit, like, I still do it from time to time, just very rarely.
Why?
Because he's an adult.
Nah, I would have done it till I die. But it started making me uneasy, paranoia creeping in and shit. Yeah, I figured after Sheila was born, I should quit.
That's so cute.
How is Sheila?
Oh, she's great. I still go down and chill with her every few months in good old Tennessee.
Oh, beautiful girl. I definitely stalk Marina through Facebook.
Ugh, that bitch.
Oh, she ain't that bad now. Homie, she's seen as cool. I just can't move down to Tennessee. It's a duet for me.
What?
I like flavor. We got none.
But the music.
That's Nashville. She lives deep in Tennessee.
Ooh, yeah, no.
Says the guy who lives in the middle of Florida.
In a mansion, you might add.
Why would I? I knew you were going to say it. It's your validation for the selling out.
It's called love?
Same thing.
So you've never thought about moving to be closer to her?
Oh, all the time. But then I visit and fuck all that.
When she gets older, she's going to start asking questions.
I'll have the answers. Oh, dummy, I know what this is all about. As long as I keep sending her the money she needs and visiting her constantly, why do I need to live down there? It would disrupt her life.
So you are paying the child services bill on time and traveling there.
Yeah. What the fuck, guys? I do have a job.
I didn't know it pays that well.
It's not that much money.
But to do it constantly.
It's called budgeting.
Annie, take notes.
I was starting to miss being the target.
All right, leave her alone, motherfucker. Annie, what's up with you, girl? I haven't heard from you in ages.
Yeah, well, you know, here and there.
Smoking blunts every day.
Being short of breath.
And cash, judging by this apartment.
I'm so ready to break up with you.
I like this spot. A lot better than the last one I saw. A lot more spacious. And love those pictures. You took them?
Nah, those are my girl.
Oh, you started dating somebody else.
No, I mean, my friend. I'm single.
And she was dating a guy till the other day.
What?
Why is that surprising?
I thought you were full lesbian.
You met me when I was dating a guy.
Yeah, but I mean, he was gay.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was. What?
I don't want to ask.
Oh, shit.
What? I didn't sleep with him.
You sure?
I said, I don't want to know.
You said ask.
You know what I meant?
Wait.
Did I?
You're getting stuck on silly semantics here.
Hold on a second.
Semantics are everything. Just a tweak like that, the whole thing's meaning could change.
You guys think I slept with him?
Seeing how offended you are, I guess not.
I mean, do you blame us for thinking it?
Yes.
The way you said it.
Because the moment I met him, I knew it.
I don't get it.
You didn't notice the flames?
Talking about semantics and tweaking, he knew how to do that.
Nah, I can always tell.
Obviously not.
He was not gay.
Gayer than pink fluff, baby. Farting Skittles, belching rainbows.
We had sex?
Pretty sure for him, it was the equivalent to sexual bulimia.
Maybe bisexual. I give you that.
No such thing.
If this is another thing about semantics.
No, I just don't really think bisexuality is a thing.
I tried telling her that once. She wouldn't listen.
What are you trying to say?
I meant what I said.
So did I. He was probably bisexual.
Yeah, but mine is a fact. Yours is a theory.
A bigoted theory dressed as a fact, you mean?
Bigoted? How the hell is it bigoted?
Annie, don't get on your soapbox yet.
Look, I didn't mean to offend you.
But you did.
I just was telling how I see it.
And how is that a fact?
Fine, let's just call mine a theory and move on.
Just like that.
How about we finally order some dinner? I'll take Mexican.
Look, Annie, I believe you. I just said it because I truly do not think it exists.
Then tell me, Gary, what does it mean for those of us that are attracted to both sexes?
Annie, I'm not...
Maybe it is a fucking matter of semantics. But unlike you, I'm not an expert in making up stories and twisting words.
That seems like you're complimenting me on my bachelor's in creative writing, but somehow your tone tells me different.
You know what I'm talking about.
Actually, I don't. A second ago, you were calling me a bigot for making a very popular statement about bisexuality. The next second, you got offended.
It doesn't matter how popular it is, Gary. It's simply not true.
Then fine, an opinion.
It's not an opinion. It's an attack to my lifestyle.
Wasn't meant to be that.
Too bad life doesn't give a fuck what you mean or not.
Can we move on?
Sure, let's move on. It seems to be the theme of the year. I wouldn't want to hurt your feelings by continuing anyway.
Jesus.
Don't look at me. You messed up when you brought up popular opinion. Actually, wasn't lynching gays a popular opinion too?
That's making a comeback soon.
Don't be so dramatic. Nothing's going to happen even if the man wins.
Let's see after Tuesday.
We're freaking out about nothing.
How can you say that?
I'm not talking about you. You freak out about everything.
She always has.
Back in the conversation, and he hasn't even apologized yet.
Give him a chance. The poor kid doesn't know any better.
Now you guys are ganging up on me.
Did you hear an apology?
No.
Carlos, you too?
I am a free agent, Gary. When it comes to hate, I spread it to those who deserve it.
Man, I thought I was coming here to have a good-ass time with some old friends, not to get gangbanged by the moral police.
So what are you going to do? Leave?
What?
Good with twisting words, but not listening to them?
Annie, do you want me to leave?
Have we been cruel enough yet?
Who's being cruel? I'm asking for a simple thing.
You are right.
A very simple, basic thing.
Fine, I'm sorry. Let's stop talking about this bullshit.
Bullshit!
Oh, Gary.
Fake apology followed by macho bravado.
I thought better of you.
So did everyone when he graduated with his journalist master's from NYU.
Shade again. I don't even know if it's night or just the shade you've been throwing.
Too much or just appropriate?
I don't know. What do you think, Gary?
I'm sorry.
You see that, Annie?
What?
White tears may be coming.
No!
I thought you were goddamn serious. I felt terrible. You guys were just messing?
Yup.
Sort of.
I'm really sorry.
Good. I started serious about that shit. It just got kind of fun to grind on you.
See, but that's confusing.
I bet.
I don't know if this shit offends you or not.
What? The fact that you think I'm a greedy sexual monster? No, I wouldn't.
Dead ass, I'm sorry.
And I appreciate that.
See? We can all get along.
Now, where were we before I was attacked?
Excuse me before I got attacked?
I got attacked first.
That, my friends, is called a double standard.
Didn't we just finish one fight?
Shut up, you've been the hype man.
I always play both sides. It's more fun.
You won't be able after the elections.
I don't think he's able now.
Here we go again with the panic button. Can we go back to you bickering about, I don't know, some celebrity or another? The country is not going to be more or less fucked up come Wednesday morning.
Oh, you want to have that conversation? We can start on double standards.
You could have let it go.
You hated Carlos and I making fun of you, and then you went around and did it to me. Come on. Playing both sides is not just something you only do with partners, I see.
The fuck?
It's a joke.
It sounded like it to me.
I'm going to let that one pass.
Thank you, mighty Annie.
You are welcome, stupid Gary.
Still haven't denied the double standard.
Because we are smart enough to know that it's bullshit. I was protecting myself and looking for an apology. You guys were just crapping all over me.
No, in Gary's defense, we did go a little harder with him.
No?
You're more sensitive.
Right. Because making him feel like he said something wrong when he said something wrong is the same as my identity being questioned and threatened.
Nobody's threatening your identity. Just a friend kidding with another friend, making jokes.
And if I let them happen at home, what? It's like making it okay for anybody to come call me a nigger.
We going there?
Yes.
It's not the same.
How is it not? We just talked about this.
This is somebody you know.
Do I?
But you've known me since undergrad.
Don't call me a bitch.
Am I your enemy now?
Right now, I'm undecided. Gotta wait.
For what?
The elections on Tuesday.
What, you think I'm voting for him?
Something gives me that impression.
You know what they say about religion and politics?
We are both atheist.
And we both vote the same way. Although this year, I don't know.
So you're admitting it?
Admitting that I'm voting for him? No. Saying I'm voting for her, that either.
So you're not voting. Good for you.
There are other options I'm willing to explore.
A third-party candidate? That's even worse.
Hey, he has two other choices besides him and her. He can choose the green monster woman or the idiot that doesn't know anything past the Atlantic Ocean Johnson. They seem legit.
Better than voting for him.
Is it? Not only are you supporting him, you are literally throwing your vote away.
You know, not all white people are supporting this make this country great again idea.
Yep, you are right. But not all of them write clickbait articles full of fucking lies helping his campaign.
Okay, enough.
What are you talking about?
We can finally order some dinner.
I hope they are paying you well.
I don't even post those articles on my feed.
Get some more drinks in us.
Your mom is very proud of them. She keeps tagging you.
Can't help it, she does.
Shit. Let's all smoke.
You post them, Gary.
It's a way to make money.
Are you ashamed?
Annie, this... I'm gonna go.
Good. It's my fault for ever expecting more from you when I knew from the start white people would look out for their own kind over their friends.
Look, I will buy some more weed if it's going to calm you down.
That is some generic shit you're spewing right now.
Then why the fuck is you on the fascist asshole side?
I'm not.
If you are not with her, you are with him. And plus the articles?
Amy, you know me better than that.
Any other year, that would have worked.
Same shit, different day.
It's nice that you have the privilege to say that.
Here we go with the damn privilege. Yeah, I was born poor. Had to do my own shit to get where I am.
What? Writing articles for some nigger-hating website?
I have never written anything like that.
Might as well.
You are taking this way too far over the line. Making your own assumptions like I'm not already ashamed.
If you are
I need the money.
If you are ashamed of something, you probably shouldn't do it.
How easy for you to say on your kingdom of loneliness, having the time to smoke 4 blunts a day. You seem pretty ashamed of telling us how much you smoked.
Not the same.
It's exactly the same. If you're so embarrassed, why do it?
He has a point.
When I met you, Gary, I thought you were a whack-ass white dude trying to appropriate my culture. A wigga.
That was a long time ago.
Way before we met our little Boricua fairy godmother.
Foul?
What?
You said fairy. Double standards?
Yep.
Oh. I am sorry, but I did say it as a character, not as a name, though.
I really don't care. It's silly.
But it's not. And we never got why it was not. See, when I met Gary, this motherfucker was a bigger hip-hop fan than any black man I knew. He could recite every word to New York State of Mind and then pass it to The Message, just like that.
Still can.
Wore baggier shirts and pants than most of my brothers and sisters.
I like the style.
Nah, it's more than that. I thought you were just trying to be cool, but then you came one day to my office, remember?
You were an RA. You were playing Mobb Deep.
Damn right.
I had to stop by when I heard, yo, we live in this till the day that we die. Survival of the fittest, only the strong survive.
I was so annoyed.
Yeah, I remember thinking you were about to shoot me.
I was. But then I realized your knowledge didn't come from an image. It came from a real interest. You thought my culture was awesome. Mine. I knew kids that were trying to be cool by acting like they were goddamn Jay-Z or something, or reciting endless quotes from MLK or Malcolm or some other intelligent Negro. But not you. You were loving every bit of the culture. My culture. Even my own people were taught to hate it, but you went for it.
Still do.
See, but that's the thing I have an issue with. You were the first time I thought a white kid cared about us beyond the flashes, beyond the trips to Africa that make you feel good. You studied it. You worked in it. And now you are helping to elect a man who wants to destroy all of that. To him, we are just urban statistics. How?
I doubt whatever I write for this website is going to benefit anybody other than myself.
Oh, that did not sound good.
Should I rephrase?
I think so.
Okay. So, I doubt whoever reads this website is going to have their opinion changed. I mean, it is called ChristianRedNation.com. Whoever reads this made up their mind a long time ago.
That's just an assumption.
No, I'm pretty sure of it.
You are smarter than to make a comment without statistics to prove it, Gary.
You know, for someone who went to journalism school to get his master's, you were not very good at it.
What, should I have come here with sources? A bibliography where I got my information?
How do you write the articles?
I'm going to quit, okay? I'm just trying to
Where do
save
you get the
money.
information?
Guys, if this evening is going to be my crucifixion, call me after the election.
I told you, we may not be friends after the election.
10 whole years down the drain.
Many awesome nights gone.
All because some celebrity might get the sheep to vote for him.
Sheep, you are helping to put into a very nice herd.
You are giving me so much more power than I have.
Enough?
Okay, I am honestly bored of this. Annie doesn't mean it, and what Gary does has no impact. Can we get over it and just order some damn food?
You mentioned food again.
I am fucking starving, chica. You invited me over for dinner, and the only roast I'm seeing is the one on Gary. Can we chill?
This is a serious conversation between old friends.
How serious can it be when you're threatening to stop being friends over different opinions? What are you, 5?
Why are you acting like you have nothing to lose?
Why are you overreacting? Because there's racists in America. There's always been.
Now they have a forum.
They always did. Gary didn't start the ascension of the Third Reich with his little articles. He's literally exploiting these people.
I wouldn't say exploiting.
You're lying and making money.
I guess.
You are smart, and may I say, a hero.
He's feeding them information that takes them deeper into the rabbit hole and further away from the conversation.
What conversation?
She's talking about the elusive conversation about equality.
Elusive being the word.
Elusive because we keep being shut down.
Oh, honey, reality check. This conversation has been going on for over 50 years, and the only conclusion most people can reach is that they don't like it. There's no conversation.
It's easy to judge those that live in lies, fed by our mutual acquaintance over here.
Already down to acquaintance.
Try your luck.
Annie, you want to stop being my friend? Go ahead. Shit, I'll walk out of here and never talk to you again. But I'm not the reason people aren't listening to each other. So you want to stop being my friend? Be my guest. Talking about me being better than this. I thought you were better than that.
Fuck you. You can't say that back to me.
Why are you waiting to stop being his friend when the action that requires you to stop being his friend has already been done? Isn't that another double standard?
Because I don't want 10 years down the drain. But you may be right. There doesn't seem to be a decent reason for it or a nice excuse besides I'm making money off the uneducated. Great, Gary. You are now 100% American.
Fuck you, Annie.
No, fuck you, Gary.
Fuck you both.
Shut the fuck up, Carlos.
Don't take this out on me. I am trying to calm this down.
You have been the promoter of this fight.
Why? Because I thought we were talking between friends until your hypocrisy boiled over.
Hypocrisy.
You accused him of helping the wolf eat the sheep, but what are you doing to get the sheep away from the wolf? Complain on Facebook all day and writing crazy posts. How many fights do you get in a day? I see it on my feed all the time. Like a train wreck that's happening on a path of good intentions. If you pick every fight, if you fight for every cause and scream it, how much do you think you are accomplishing? I mean, how much do you think you are accomplishing really when all you do is treat people like they are dumber than maggots just for not being as intelligent as you?
I'm trying to educate them.
By hitting them with an elitist ruler, you act like you're fighting for the small folks. Like you want to listen to them. Like Gary is your arch nemesis for writing ridiculous fake articles because he makes the dumb dumber. But do you hear how that sounds? Hear it out loud and wonder why they don't want to listen to the people screaming at them. Listen to us because we are better than you.
So what? Am I supposed to be okay with the idea that facts don't matter anymore and let them hang in there? Am I supposed to be okay that my best friend took a paycheck for his morals and now works to fit facts into an evil narrative?
Yeah, because it's a job.
It's not just a job, Gary.
It is. I wake up in the morning, they send me a topic. Then I go to my shitty office job where I develop the article, then write it. A job that, I may add, has nothing to do with journalism either.
So that makes it okay.
Yes! Because after writing for fucking blogs for years and not seeing a penny, it is refreshing to write for a paycheck. A check that allows me to see my daughter and send her money on time. A job that my Republican and nice mother, who you know is not a racist, got me when she heard how strapped I was for money. I have a family to deal with. And if this is what I gotta do so that my daughter can have a nice life, then I will fucking do it. Judge me all you want, but that will mean shit to me when I get to see her again next month. I'm not voting for him. I'm not voting for her. As far as I'm concerned, the world can fucking burn as long as my daughter can have what she wants, needs, and have a daddy that is not a deadbeat.
Just a sellout.
Jesus Christ, Annie. I don't understand what the big deal is. What this conundrum comes from. I come from an island that has been ravished by your country, and here I am, living through their rules. I've made a life. I'm educated. And I'm not crying about it. You don't see me bleeding all over social media. I took the rough as it came. It took advantage of what it left behind. Got myself more than educated in the American way and got myself an MBA from NY fucking U. And that's me, who comes from a colony and takes it up the ass. And once you do that, you learn how to take the hard stuff and make it sweet.
Great. And bravo to Carlos. We all know you've done better than us.
He's not saying that.
Don't even try to tell her that.
I'm not saying I'm not proud. I'm not saying you shouldn't be proud, but don't tell me you are not a little bit scared of the target that's been repainted on your back, especially after the last 8 years.
I'll adapt, any girl. I'll be fine. I am Hispanic and gay. That's 2 targets. And you know what? I'm voting for him.
What? And be very careful what you are about to say next.
Why, Annie?
Why would you vote for him?
Why not?
Puerto Rico will be fucked?
Puerto Rico is fucked. We got fucked the moment you came into our shores. And you know what we did? We adapted.
Why are you acting offended? This is a product of your crap.
Don't even. Backwoods motherfuckers in Indiana read that shit, not Carlos.
It's so funny how both of you are the ones fighting for the good of humanity and understand it, yet judge everyone else as scum of the earth. You, on your ethical throne, judging who should be part of the love you want to spread and how everyone else should just bury themselves in a cave. Why? Because they're slow, right? Simple-minded. Not because there's a desperation in families all over this country. Jobs lost for the good of the earth and jobs outsourced. What do you think they're going to blame? And who? Those that threaten their way of life.
You are voting for a candidate that threatens their way of life and yours.
I am not stupid, Annie. Don't treat me as such. These people are weak. I'm on no high horse. I don't mean to improve their way of life in the next 4 to 8 years. Only weak people should be worried. I'm fine. We have money. We have a good company going, and no matter what button of doom you think is going to get pressed, the nation is not suddenly going to change its ways. You know who believes that? The people that are as dull-witted as those you judge.
What about your people?
My people can come in and out of this country without a green card, and not all of them should come through anyway. God knows the shit that comes sometimes.
I mean Hispanics.
Again, not all of them should be here anyway.
You can't blame me for this.
I don't.
Come on, Annie. Judge me. I can see it in you. I don't care. I still love you because these 2 assholes that I do not know will not be the reason we lose our friendship. That is fucking ridiculous.
Forget Annie. I'm not okay with this.
You'll be fine. You'll forget about it when the next paycheck for your soul arrives.
Listen, what I do is because, yes, like you said, I'm desperate. I don't do it for selfish reasons.
Your daughter's a selfish reason?
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. It's about you looking good to her, Gary. And what? Am I supposed to applaud you for finally taking responsibility for your actions?
Bitch, if it wasn't because you had that rich boy's dick in your mouth 24/7.
Your big man insults. I know what I do. It's given me a chance for survival, a very comfortable survival, I might add. And we're not talking about me being selfish. Ooh, that's covered. We're talking about you.
If he wins, I will fight him with every bone of my body.
Yeah, do that after you help him get there. Hypocrite. We all have our own bubbles. And we're all trying to protect them. The only difference is if your bubble is set on love or if it's set on hate. But it's just a bubble all the same. Are we ready to move past this now? Seriously? You're just gonna be silent, just sizing me up? Shit, I have been sized up by better than someone who at 32 years old still lives with roommates, and the most action she takes in her deeds is to tweet. Sorry that I don't have to live below my means, that my degree got me somewhere, that I actually, you know.
Stop, man.
Oh. I'm the one that's mean now. We should have just ordered dinner once Mirna burned up the steak. Oh, I am malnourished at this point.
You hungry?
Yes. Annie, what? Where are you going?
Here, you hungry?
Oh, mad woman!
Here, eat like my people ate once.
You are fucking crazy. I don't
Are
need
you
this
fucking
shit.
hungry?
I came here to see a friend and I get attacked with a fucking chicken? Screw you guys. Way to lose a friendship over people you're never gonna know. Idiots. Grow the hell up.
Hey, that's some shit. Oh, God.
I think I overreacted.
You think?
He was being a dick.
That was hilarious.
Was that a mental breakdown?
For who?
I don't even know.
Oh, man. Oh, you think you know a guy.
I think.
Oh, Carlos is good people. This is just...
What?
He's tense. We're all tense. Everything is a goddamn fight nowadays. Look at something, call it what you felt comfortable with, only to find out you've been wrong your whole life. And
Let me cry for you.
yeah, I wasn't talking about just me.
He knows the other side of it. The side you never knew, he knows. He knows what's wrong to say and what hurts us as a community. He thinks he's above everyone. He saw the system and decided to be a part of it. We've watched him as he's taken baby steps onto this path.
Give him some credit. He used to run the Latino business group in undergrad. He used to go to marches and all that shit.
And he grew the fuck up.
Does that mean we haven't?
You have.
You want to smoke? Take the edge off with a little puff puff.
Did you learn how to pass?
Yeah, no. Still hold the mic every chance I get.
Dropping them beats?
Only after 3 shots and a push from a savory woman.
Man, I missed you.
It's been 3 years.
Since you came back from Tennessee.
Oh, God, I hated that 1 year I spent there.
You changed.
Nah, I was just hit with life. I had some shit to deal with. Whether I liked it or not, I had to deal with it.
Why didn't you say anything?
Because I fucked up, Annie. I couldn't ask for help. I just got back from a 4-month marriage. I had no money. I had to start bartending again.
We were best friends.
I wasn't in the right place.
And then this.
Life.
You think you know a guy.
I give them the information they want, not what they need.
How can you say that and feel good?
I don't. Then again, I don't get most things nowadays.
Then ask.
So you can eat me alive.
I guess I can be pretty aggressive.
You think?
I'm just so angry How can people accept hatred of others as the norm?
Because they don't see it as hate. They see it as their way of life being taken away from them by strange people in different colors.
This isn't the 50s. The internet has been around for more than 20 years. Everyone has had the chance to be educated, to understand.
Because the internet is reliable.
Not with people like you writing lies and passing them off as truth.
I'm the least of their problems.
You add to it.
So do you.
How?
Have you ever been in a fight in which you turned someone to your side?
Like you said, these people decided long ago that I wasn't worth it, that my life didn't matter.
And you decided long ago that was the only way the world works.
That is how the world works.
Did I ever tell you about my time at the Hill?
A million times.
I mean, besides the hood shit and the cool stories, did I ever tell you how I ended up there?
Your parents moved to Pittsburgh and you lived close to the Hill area because your father lost his job.
What I never told you was how I made friends with the black kids.
Didn't you just show them how good you were on the court?
Nah, that was just my racist way to get me to look less white. Truth was, I went there to play, and I sucked.
That's why. That story never made sense when we played.
Yeah. My father did not want me to go play with them. They cheat. They're good from a distance. And if they ever came for me, they were like animals. Just act tough and they'll leave me alone. Being 16 and pissed at him, I went to go play with them. They did cheat, but so did everyone else. And when I lost and they made fun of me, well, my dad's words kept buzzing around in my brain and I stepped up.
Oh no.
Right. So this guy, Rich, he tells me to go to my white picket fence, leave the streets to the real men. I pushed him. Hands sweaty, heart going 1,000 miles. Homie, I was about to crap my pants when they started to circle me.
Shit, I'm sorry.
For what? They just laughed. They could smell my fear. They could see the fake bravado that was not going to get me nowhere. Rich just laughed and picked me for his team. And when we lost, he said he would never play with me for money, but he'd sure take mine. After that, to me, they were just like all the other whack white kids from my old neighborhood. Difference was, same pretensions didn't apply. It was like they were stripped of any fake way in which we constructed our lives to look. They were real, because they had no choice to be anything else. And I was allowed for the first time to be myself. Sure, I got beat up, but I gave it right back. I got called shit like vanilla, white boy, and all that shit. I called them the N-word, and we were all fine. Now, the same people are battling each other, overreacting, and condemning each other for using the same words we used to call each other. What I thought was edgy and endearing is being cursed and destroyed. To go your whole life thinking, you're a nice guy, only to realize that you've perpetuated the pain, helped extend the heartbreak. It takes a toll. So when the job came, when some rich asshole from Pennsylvania asked me to write some bullshit articles for them because they needed someone with some credentials, I took it. Because I never thought it would get here. I never thought hate would come close to winning a majority. Because, stupidly, I thought it was fucking common sense that people are people and we should love all of them.
We should. But how many more excuses are we going to make for these people that hate us for everyone to be considered the same people? How much longer are we supposed to tell ourselves it's our fault they exist before we accept it?
What?
I keep hearing we never listen.
Yeah.
You asked if I ever turned anyone to my side.
Yes.
But it's clear that what you said is true. These people, these assholes that read you, they've always been there and they've always hated that they had to listen. Now they have a person running for president who is giving them the okay to be prejudiced. These people aren't looking to listen. They're looking for us to do something. Run from a cop, get shot. Shit, sitting in a white park too long, you get shot.
But that's not all of them. The racist has merged with the desperate, and now they feel like they have to be like each other, to have each other's backs before the others take them out.
More excuses.
That is why we need to talk and listen.
It's been hundreds of years of being hunted for being different. How much longer are we supposed to listen? You get your first taste of prejudice, and we're supposed to let you cry on our shoulders?
No. But if this is our first taste of prejudice, let it also be our first failed uprising.
I would, but our lives are on the line.
I don't know what to say.
Me neither.
I don't know how to comfort you.
You can't.
I always could.
Shit changes.
Yes, it does. Well, I guess I better get going. It was nice to see you. And I hope we can be friends after the election.
Depends on who wins.
Fair. All our lives, through it all, we all pretended to be who we were. Now we lay exposed. The dirtier side of all of us is. I think we thought we knew who we were ourselves, but now confronted by reality, we really have to choose who we are and what to do. I mean, not just for us and ours, but for the better version of ourselves we all seek, no? Is who we are now who we are? Or who we are after the fact? I don't know.
I think I'm gonna smoke.
Cool.
You wanna join?
You sure?
Yeah. And then I wanna order some food and go find Carlos and slap some sense into him. You down?
Only if we can bring more Myrna.
Oh, Myrna.
So you really think you can change his mind?
Hell no. But we can't just let it end this way. Not if we are to seek that better part of ourselves. I bet he's still around trying to find some way to text us. So the real question is,
what do you want to eat?
nah, blunt or bowl?
Oh,
Those are your
that's
choices.
hard.
Not really. Just tell me, which one do you vote for?